Finally getting around to doing a review on the Kelty Coyote 4750. 4750 is the cubic inches, the size of the bag. And this, if you're familiar with the Kelty Redwing 3100, this bag is set up almost identical to it. Of course it's a bigger bag and there are some feature changes, but overall it's very, very similar. Let's go ahead and get started. The bottom is set up just like the Redwing is, and you can see that you got the molle webbing on the bottom for attachments. You've got this and this. Oftentimes I'll find myself putting a sleeping bag on the bottom of it. On the outside you've got kind of the daisy chain going on here, and you've got a handle right here. The handles actually come in very handy. I have noticed though on my Kelty Redwing that I think I've been using this with too much weight sometimes, because as I pull you can kind of start seeing the stitching and stuff pull on the sides. It's not bad, but I can start to see it wear just a little bit. The side. So this is just like the Redwing. You get the full-size pocket here, and it's actually a nice big pocket. Oh, look at that, I've got some eagle claw swivels left over from a backpacking trip in there. And my fishing license. These are nice, good-sized pockets on the side. And down here, you've got another pocket. You've got the Velcro on the bottom to close off the pouch inside right here. And of course that Velcro will open. And you can see it's not easy to open, which is a very good thing, because if you put something in there you don't want it coming out. But you can see it's the flow-through style, and I think that is a fantastic idea. I use that quite a lot, especially when I take my RTAC 2 with me. I like to have, you know, it'll stick out and it'll fit with the Velcro, but I like it to sink in a little bit more. It's got your standard mesh pockets on both sides, and the other side is just the same. You've got your logo on the side. Compression straps on the outside, those are going to be a little bit different because it's a bigger bag. You've got your side here, and then underneath this one, kind of clean this up just a little bit, you've got another one that's going up to the top portion of the bag right here. So from the bottom here up to the top portion. And then you've also got another one going to the side, kind of the side top right here. So it's got adequate amounts of compression straps. And again, this is something I really like after having used it. You see how this is sewn on the edge, or on the end? I really like that because see, it gives you something to pinch and grab onto and pull when you're cinching down your compression straps. So again, the other side is exactly the same. The back, they have what they call the Cloud 2 suspension system. So this is adjustable according to your size needed. So that is a nice feature. And then of course you've got the sternum strap on the shoulder straps. These are adjustable also. What they do is they just slide up and down, so you can take them from here down to the bottom here, so you can really adjust those as to how you need. Alright, the waist belt. I find the waist belt to be very comfortable. I like it quite a bit. And it does have, on each side, it has these little zippered mesh pockets. Now you're not going to fit a lot in there, but I like them quite a bit. You know, you could stick your sunglasses in there, you could stick a flashlight in there for easy access, because then it's just sitting right here on your hip. So those small things that maybe you want to access frequently, maybe even a compass, it just makes it nice and easy to get to. Okay, what else have we got going here? Okay, the top piece. This, and do this one here. This piece will actually come off, and the way it comes off, and this is something I think they can improve on, is it's one of these here instead of the quick attachments, and I would prefer the quick attachments. You know, why they don't do that, I'm not sure, but they will come off. You just got to thread them in and out. And this adds a lot of extra storage space to the bag. You've got this nice big, you can kind of see how far my hand goes in there. Nice big pocket here, and you've got one in the front as well. Oops, I just zipped it up. You've got a nice big pocket here as well. So this gives you a lot of extra room aside from what you've got in the bag. And again, maybe you want to go on a short day hike from your base camp. This will detach and you can use it. What's cool about it is the hip belt on it actually tucks inside this little oh, whatever you want to call it in here. So that's where the belt is. It just sits right in here. Oh, you also have one of these little key things inside, which is cool, I guess. I never use those things. Alright, inside they've got another compression strap up at this top portion of the bag, so when you get it full and cinched up, you can really cinch this part of it down as well. The top here also has, so again, once you get it full, it's got one of the tie things on it. Cinch that up tight and you're good to go. And of course you'd finish that off by doing your compression strap on the top piece. So this has got a nice open wide mouth to get things in and out of. And it's got a water bladder, a place for a water bladder. And if I remember right, you can pull it out either right or left. Yes, you can. So the hose will come out either side, whatever side you choose. And other than that, the inside is pretty basic. There's nothing going on in the inside. The outside here, the front pocket, this is where you'll differ a little bit from the 3100, as well as this top piece, of course, and some of the compression straps. But the 3100 has a lot of organization and storage in here that this does not have. See, the 3100 has a whole bunch, it's got a pocket up here and has a whole bunch of different organization things here. And my guess is they didn't do that on this because they're trying to save on weight. But what you do have is you've got a fairly big pocket here. It goes up a little past my elbow. And then inside you've got another pocket right here. And that just a little bit below my elbow is about how far that goes. Now, the cool thing about this, and I find this very, very helpful, and I use this feature every time I use the bag, is this main compartment inside. If that's all the access you have is the top, it'd be kind of a pain. But this opens up and gives you all access to the main compartment. It has this little netting here with a zipper down the front, so you can access easily. And for those who care, they are the YKK zippers. So that'll give you more access. So a lot of times I'll find I'll store stuff in the top that I want easy access to, but I'll also store stuff right here that I want easy access to. And I can very easily get to it with this. Now, the reason I bought this bag is, well, there's the Redcloud. Is it the Redcloud, I think? I believe it was the Redcloud 5600. I had purchased that, and I actually liked the color of that a lot better. It was a green color. But the setup, for me personally, just wasn't what I needed. It was pretty much the same as this, but what it had is what it didn't have is the molle webbing on the bottom, but it had the access compartment to a sleeping bag here. So you had separately here, and then there was this little divider that you could add or take away to give you the full size. But honestly, I found it to be just like my 3100 in that my 3100 has these molle webbings, so I could just attach the sleeping bag to the bottom. So to me, I didn't feel I was getting that much more bag than what I already had with the 3100. So I decided to go with this bag, and one of the main reasons is because I can put the sleeping bag in a compression bag, guys. That's an important thing. In a compression bag, I can put a sleeping bag in the bottom of this backpack, plus I can put another sleeping bag on the bottom attached outside. Now some of you that don't know me or don't watch my videos and may have just stumbled across this one are thinking, why in the world are you carrying 2 sleeping bags with you? Well, I take my sons out with me a lot, and they're not old enough to be carrying their own sleeping bags. So for me, that was kind of a driving force to purchase this particular bag. However, I can tell you I have not been disappointed with it at all. I do like it quite a bit, and I do not regret my purchase. Now, having said that, there are some things I would change. One of them I already brought up. I'd like the quick release on this little day pack, if possible. That would be nice. And I am not crazy about the color blue while I'm out backpacking. I like a little more earthy tone colors. Personally, I would rather camouflage. I would like the real tree camel. That's kind of my favorite. But I actually looked into getting some Badland backpacks. Those are hunting, more of a hunting backpack, and oh man, I could not, oh gosh, what's the word I'm thinking of? I could not justify the price just for the camo. And this one I picked up, you know, I don't know how much I picked up for. I'll annotate it. I'll research it and annotate it. But it was a lot cheaper than the Badlands. But other than that, I've really been happy with it. I think some people might be irritated that it doesn't have the sleeping bag access compartment down here at the bottom, and that you have to kind of dig that out. But for me, yeah, I think it would be nice. But like I said, I feel like I'm getting a lot more bag and a lot more usable space this way, for my purposes and for my needs, using the Kelty Coyote 4750. So that's about it, guys. That's the review. Been trying to get this done for a long time. I hope it's not too long. But yeah, I like it. So if you guys got any questions, let me know. Thanks. Whoops, I did forget a couple of things I wanted to show you. So I did kind of go through the house and find some things just to stuff the bag with to give you a little bit better visual. But the top here, it can actually be used. See, once you get these compression straps in right here, you can put a tent or something underneath like this, and then you can put this top piece over it and cinch it down really nice and tight, and the tent's not going anywhere. I've used it a lot that way, and it's worked perfectly. So it's great. And in fact, another thing I found that's really, really good about it is that it actually fits little kids in it. So if you ever wanted to take your boy backpacking, he'll fit right inside, and it works out very well. Although the exit strategy, not so good. So I think Kelty could improve on that, but pretty good.